Hey everybody, we are back on the ZX6R today, and I am going to be trading this bike in here soon, probably this weekend. And I just kind of wanted to go over a few reasons why I am trading this bike in. And this is not a bad bike by any means. It's just not the bike for me. I figured that out. The bike is just a little too uncomfortable for me, and honestly, believe it or not, I'm kind of bored of the power already. I mean, yeah, it's quick, but I feel like I should have got something a little bit more streetable. The motor is amazing, it's fun to ring it out, but with the roads around here and the traffic and stuff we have around here, it really kind of sucks to ride this thing on the street. This bike is only really comfortable for me if you're absolutely just ripping. If you're just cruising like this, it sucks. I would really like to have a bike I could take some trips on and still have some fun with. So I learned how to ride on the Z650. That bike is very comfortable, still sporty, still fun, doesn't have any power, but it was still, that form factor of bike is just what calls to me, really. So I believe I'm going to be trading in the ZX6R for another naked bike, and it's going to be my one and only bike. If you guys see my post earlier, I actually went ahead and we sold the Supermoto, the KTM 500 Supermoto. That bike, the maintenance was just insane on that bike. Every 10 hours you had to change the oil, and it was fun to ride, but also it was not the most comfortable for different reasons. Yeah, it was really upright, but the wind protection, non-existent. Like, you think a naked bike's bad, a Supermoto is terrible about the wind. And that thing weighed so little, like it was so light that if there was a slight breeze on the highway, you were getting blown everywhere. And the maintenance, like I said, maintenance was getting really expensive, and it just ended up sitting because I didn't want to put any hours on it and have to do maintenance every week on it. And then I come to this bike, I fall in love with the bike. This is an amazing bike, I really do love it. It has so much character, personality, it handles good, it's pretty quick, but it's just the comfort factor for me. It's just a deal breaker on this bike for me right now. I did put the Healy bars on it, it made it a little bit better, but it's just not the right form factor for me. The Super Sport form factor bike, it always appealed to me just because of the looks. Like, I really like the Super Sport looks, but I thought I could handle the aggressive ergonomics of the Super Sport. And for me, that's just not what I'm looking for in a bike. I understand people are going to be like, hey, well, it's not that bad, or whatever. I mean, good for you. I mean, if you can handle the bike, if you can handle doing this for hours and hours on end, and you enjoy it, then that's your choice, that's your preference. My preference is not this, so I really just want another naked bike. That's what I prefer, and that's what I'm going to go to. So this is definitely going to be one of the last rides here, I believe. I think this weekend I got a pretty amazing bike I'm going to go look at, trade this in, and this bike is, I can't believe it. If I get this bike, it's going to be freaking just insane. Ever since they announced them, I've been wanting it so bad, and now I finally have the chance to get one. I've seen one in person. I've seen countless videos. It's a all-around freaking awesome naked bike. And I really hope that it lives up to the hype when I get it, because it's looking like 95% chance that I'm definitely going to get it. The naked bike to me is more of an all-rounder motorcycle. This motorcycle is meant to go fast. It's not meant to cruise at these speeds. It's not meant for the city. I mean, it is meant for the highway, kinda. Like, it's meant for the racetrack. And unless you're on a racetrack with this bike, it kind of sucks to ride. Like, riding it slow like this, just cruising, you can tell this bike does not want to do this. You can tell that it doesn't want to just sit here and cruise slow and wait on grandma and grandpa in front of you to get out of the way. It wants to go. It doesn't want to be ridden like a normal bike. It wants to go fast. That's probably why you see all the people on TikTok and Instagram and stuff with these bikes just flying, weaving in and out of traffic, just riding like crazy, because I mean that's what the bikes like to do, and that's what they're doing with it. Plus, also that's just fun to those people. I'm not a super crazy aggressive rider. I don't do stuff like that. So this bike is just kinda not the right fit. But we'll talk a little bit about the bike and my experience with it. This bike has been absolutely rock solid. I've never had a problem out of this thing. It's always just turnkey and go. It's an amazing bike. Never had any issues. It's only had one oil change, or two oil changes, sorry. We did the break-in oil change, and then we did another one at around like 2,000, 2,500. I can't quite remember. But this bike really is fun when you're not stuck in traffic, when you're not riding slow. It just wants to go fast. This bike it absolutely sounds amazing. It rides amazing. It looks amazing. It's just that comfort factor for me. It's just not it, you know. It is an absolute freaking weapon. It is amazing in the corners. It's fast. Not the fastest thing in the world, but it definitely is exciting. The power is very exciting. The suspension is really nice. You get good feedback out of the front. We're getting to where we do longer trips on these bikes, and this bike is just not up for the task for me. Well, I'm really just not up for the task of the bike. That's what it is. It's not the bike's fault at all. But I mean, it just feels amazing. It's just leaning it over, hauling tail with it. It's a really fun bike. We got some really pretty views out here tonight too. A little sunset cruise. I think we're gonna have some fun here. Get a little space so we can have fun. I mean, I don't really have much else to say about the bike. I mean, it's been a fun ride for sure, but it's just not jiving with me like I thought it would, which is okay. It's a good thing to experience multiple bikes, multiple different styles of motorcycles in your riding career. Like, you may never know. You may not be like me. You may hop on one of these and be like, wow, this is amazing. This is the greatest bike ever. I want to ride nothing but super sports. And then that's just your calling there. But for me, the super sport form factor, I love the looks of them. I'm just not the biggest fan of riding them, you know? It is fun to wind this bike out though. have to like concentrate on this bike. It's not the easiest thing in the world to ride. I think I'm just gonna enjoy the rest of this ride here. You guys will see the new bike, and hopefully you guys think it's freaking as amazing as I think it is. Because I'm so pumped up for that new bike, dude. I just hope everything works out and it's in my hands at the end of the week. Anyways, thanks for watching again. I might put this in the beginning of the video going to pick up the new bike, or it may just be its own video. I don't know. If this is the end of the video, then you'll know it, because that little bar over here is like right at the end. So thanks for watching, everybody. Stay tuned. We got some cool things coming. Hopefully we get some more videos out this year. Another deer. What is it with this bike and deer? This bike just loves to attract deer. Because I don't know if y'all remember the first video I made on this, the first ride. Hella deer. Hella deer. And then there's hella deer out right now. But I don't know. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.